Joy News Interactive. Time for you to tell us what you make of some of the issues we put on our social media pages. And you know how to join us. Now, in our first story, husbands will soon have a mandatory 1-month paternity leave, whilst wives will have 3 more months of maternity leave. That's if proposals by the Amnesty International are considered and implemented by government. There's a school of thought that suggests that if these proposals are considered, it will have an impact not just on family bonds, but on the corporate world, civil and public services. We accept 1-month paternity leave and take care of your baby all by yourself?
Wouldn't have been a bad idea, actually. At least it will help me also bond with my child, and it will take the burden of the woman also, because it will help. It will help.
Children always love their mothers because they are with them. So I think having a 1-month paternity leave is good personally for every father and every child, because fathers have a special effect when they give love to their children. Having 1 month not going anywhere, being alone with your child as paternity leave, it makes the father to rest, it makes him to experience what the wife goes to. Yes, I'll accept. Because
important, and I think it's a good idea. At least it gives opportunities to the fathers to know the well-being of their children, and then how they are also brought up, because the mothers can always be doing everything all by themselves alone. So when such an idea comes in, at least it could give chance to the fathers to have personal relationship with their daughters or their sons, how they grow up, how they start with their livelihood, and then it's a good idea.
So let's see what you've been saying on Facebook. Now, Diana Edem says, paternity leave, not bad crap. But the question is, will the men stay at home and help take care of the baby? Wesley Benjamin says, oh, sure, I will. Just to stay home and enjoy the usual morning, afternoon, mid-afternoon, and everything fufu for my nursing wife prepared by her mother. By the time I resume work, both my wife and I would be ready for the next baby. But waking up and picking the crying baby at 2 a.m., dear, it's out. Demi Dear Simon says, and what do you mean by all by yourself? You mean including breastfeeding? That's impossible. Apart from that, every man will accept the offer, of course. Joe Lipton says, the baby is mine, so why won't I take care of him or her? Paternity leave or not, I will still do that because I want to see happiness in my home always. And Anaman Respi writes, why not? For my child to feel the fatherly love and also to be celebrated like the mothers. Kwesi Owusu Asante Boating says, yes, work is boring when you have a child. And Emmanuel Ajinkwa Apia says, yes, but I'm not a breastfeeder myself. Oh, we know that. Now, Mr. Goodman, always kind, says, if I have the opportunity, I would do so. And Eric Akolgo says, 1 month will not be enough for you to take care of that baby. Counselor Evidence says, yes, I would love to help my wife take care of my wife and my baby. And Juliet Ahiebede says, they will come home and become bigger babies for you to take care of. I'm sure a lot of ladies agree with that. Bewa Richard writes, oh yes, this is where affection, bonding is needed between parent to child. So it's very necessary. And Paulus Safo says, it will be nice for a father to have time with his newborn baby. Amegbuleto Courage Jidefo says, I will take it swiftly. I'll be very glad to take care of my child. Now, national security has given squatters who live close to President Akufo-Addo's Nima residence in Accra a 1-week ultimatum to move, following the designation of the area as a security zone. Well, some of the residents who've lived there for more than 30 years have called on the president to intervene. Question: should President Akufo-Addo move or the squatters, and why? Let's see what you've been saying on that. Francis Carter writes, I'm afraid of what is happening. Does this mean that if someone becomes a president, the residents around him should relocate, then my residents, be getting ready to relocate too. Even though it's not my land, don't build close to my house because I will become a president. And Kobe Danko writes, when MPP wasn't in power, these squatters were not a security threat. They didn't say a word. Now MPP gains power, these guys are a threat to national security. I always say no political party can help Ghanaians. Anaman Recipe says, see these people. Because of the evil and the thievery deeds, they fear their own people who voted for them. Why would they need security if they do what the people want them to do for them? Ajimfinkwa. And Gerald Anthony Fredwajiman says, if they must move, enough reasonable time and adequate compensation must be given to them. Mind you, they are the reason for the presidency. Kwekuminta Eduomi says, Asemo, is President aware of this national security arrangement? How can you sack people at your neighborhood because of power? Would he call them back if he's out of power? The president should resettle from Nima and leave these people alone. Amagana. Amaleba Anderson Jr. says, the president should move away from the place because he came to save the people and not to sack them. Also, he's one person against the lot of them. Eric Aite believes that the squatters should move because they legitimize their, or better still, their stay there is legal, and so the earlier the better. So that's a contrary view there. Now, marriage can be expensive when the groom bears all the costs, but what if a woman wants to foot all the bills associated with the wedding ceremony? Will the marriage be called off as a result of that, or will you allow her to sponsor? The question is, will you marry a woman who's ready to sponsor your marriage ceremony?
I want. Yeah, because we don't know what will happen in the future. Maybe if you let someone sponsor your marriage for you, like in the next future, maybe that person will use it as something against you. So probably it's all between both of us, like, okay, fine, let's help both of ourselves so that we do the marriage together. So like, I won't let you sponsor yourself. Like, I'll help you, then we all come together, you sponsor. If I don't have, then we wait till I get before we do the marriage.
Yes, I will do. Because she has shown that she gonna care for me and do anything for me. Yeah.
No, because if the person marry me, he will have a control over me. Because I'm supposed to marry her and have control over her.
The contribution will come from both of us, 50-50. Because the woman is struggling, the man too is struggling. So definitely, I will not allow her to sponsor everything. And later on it will turn to a problem. So if both of you suffered before getting it, then you will know how to share everything together.
Okay, so let's go straight to Facebook to see what you've been saying. Kofi Kwachimafa says, Isaiah 4:1. Read it. So there's nothing wrong. If it doesn't happen, that makes God a liar. And you and I know God's words are truth. So if she has me and the rest of the 6 women are not in and she wants to sponsor, I will accept it with love, respect, and appreciation. But when we are alone or when we are done, she should give the capital to do business. She should give me the capital to do business. And I will forever love her. Kofi Kwachimafo says, okay, he's the same person. So Ibrahim Zakaria Suraj says, that's not the true nature of how men are brought up and made to live. We are the protectors of women. So we should come forth to propose and marry women and not the other way. Any responsible man won't allow his woman to foot their marriage bills. And Momo Kabo says, because she epitomizes the true spirit of a modern liberated woman. Definitely. Kwadjo Kane says, what is marriage? Marriage is a legal relationship between a man and wife. Whosoever is ready to move the relationship to the next level can, and nothing is wrong with that. Obapa Nana Bless says, no, 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 no. And Lillian Mariam Fuseni says, yes. And Oben Dankwa Senior says, why the question? Is it real? Is it really the case that women in Ghana sponsor marriages? Maybe just 1 out of 100. We exaggerate a lot. Well, that's your opinion.